What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Summertime Outdoors. It is mid-October here in my home state of Maryland, and that means one thing and one thing only, and that is bow hunting whitetails. It is my favorite time of the year to hunt because these bucks are just starting to get active, making a bunch of scrapes, making rubs, and they're going to start checking those does here soon. And I'll be going on my first hunt of the year tomorrow morning, and I'll be filming my brother Justin. So let's shut up now, get in the woods, and kill some deer. Smoked her. Oh. Smoked her.
That turned from a very easy chip shot to about a 40-yard shot.
Dude, she was quiet as heck. I didn't even hear her.
Yeah, she came out of nowhere, dude.
And I turned around and she's 20 yards right there.
I mean, I think I drilled her.
Yeah. Well, dude, when she ran off, both of her front shoulders just dived into the dirt.
I put it right on the front shoulder again, and I held it low because I knew she was going to drop. She was on edge.
Yeah. I mean, I think you smoked her.
JJ, Dad shot a big deer.
What the heck? Are you ready to find the deer? This is what it's all about right here, guys. So
Nice shot.
we're going to deal with this doe and then get back in the woods tonight and hopefully get some more does, or hopefully a big buck for you guys. So we'll see you in the afternoon. Alright guys, well, I hope you all enjoyed that short little doe hunt from yesterday morning. Pretty epic first hunt of the year for me because I've been fishing up and down the East Coast all early season, but that's besides the point. We're getting into this pre-rut phase of the season now where you can really dial in some of these mature bucks moving on scrape lines and rub lines. And I had a chance to get back here in early September and I hung a bunch of cameras back on my properties. So today is just going to be a big scouting mission. Look for some fresh sign and check these camera cards and hopefully dial in a big deer. I'm on a particular property right now that I'm always excited about because there's always giant bucks here and it's where I've killed probably 5 of my 7 biggest deer. So we're going to head back into this piece. Alright guys, well, just got back in here today and we have an absolute ton of buck sign all over this ridge. I have a tree already set up back here with pegs in it that I can slip up in a saddle set up. You can see it right there. That tree right there, I have pegs in right on this ridge. And there's a rub line about 15 yards up the ridge, and there's a scrape line about 15 yards down the ridge from that setup that I have in that tree. We got a big bedding area up on top of this hill. About 200-300 yards up this hill is where all these deer like to bed. So I'm thinking these bucks are bedding up there, moving out this way, feeding on the acorns and marking their territory. The camera that I have on the scrape that I just checked down at the bottom, I'm going to take it home tonight and check all the pictures on there, and hopefully we'll have a big mature buck back here. Alright guys, we just got back to the house here tonight, and I just got done going through all the pictures on that SD card that we checked off that camera earlier today. And as you just saw, that bottom and that whole ridge was just torn up with buck sign. And we found our first shooter of the 2023 season. I'm going to throw some pictures up on the screen for you guys now. But he is a big 9-point, and he is mature, and we're definitely going to be hunting him hard here the next week or so and into the rut and the rest of the season. The last picture is October 20th. But with all those pictures of him in there the whole season, that means he's bedded pretty close to where that camera was. And he has a rub line and a scrape line all down that ridge. It's got to be him making those big rubs in there. So my plan of action is me and Justin are going to sit on the opposing ridge on the fence row where I've shot so many big deer over the years. So we definitely have a chance at him over there. But I really want to go over there, do an observation sit, and just see what's going on that other ridge, see how many deer are moving through there, where they're coming from, and see if I can slip into that tree that I have over there that I showed you guys this morning. So I'm going to stop rambling on now. I'm going to shut up, and then hopefully me and Justin can get in the tree tomorrow and lay eyes on this buck. So we'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
Of the year. Me and Graham's hunt last night went pretty slow. Few small bugs, but they were fired up, scraping up trees. So we're hoping, as this weather gets colder, it is not going to be as windy the next few days, that these big mature bugs start moving around. So we're going to sit tight, enjoy the woods this time of year, because man, it's beautiful out here. And hopefully a big boy slips up tonight. I'm also never opposed to shooting a doe, so let's get it.
Alright guys, well it is October 26th I believe, and me and Justin laid eyes on our shooter buck on the fence row last night. He's working the other adjacent ridge. There's a bunch of acorns and scrapes over there. I have a set already hung over there, but it's just pegs, so I'm going to slip up in there with the tree saddle tonight. We have a pretty perfect wind to hunt this location, and I think he's bedded within 300 yards of there, so I'm hoping he comes down that scrape line. I'm going to make a mock scrape about 20-25 yards from the tree and just load it up with Evercalm and see if just that scent will bump him off, his main trail, and hopefully get a shot at him tonight. But I'm going to shut up now, head over there, get set up, and hopefully get a shot at this giant buck.
Guys, we're set up. I slipped in here super quiet. There's no wind here today. My thermal's that sun goes down. But that deer has been working this ridge right up through here. So it's coming out of this bottom right up this ridge line here. And hopefully that's where I can get a shot at him. Yesterday, I saw him right here, like 20 yards from here. It's super cold out. It's going to be tough to pull back without this deer seeing me, but it's a pretty risky sit, but I think it could pay off big time. But it's around 3:30 now, so we got a couple hours of light. I got in here pretty early today, and I made that mock scrape down behind me in the bottom, so if he smells that, he'll come right down through here. I get a shot right in here. This whole bottom is all torn up with scrapes and acorns, and the trails are thick, very thick trails down there. And it's definitely been different on this property than previous years, but when those deer change, you gotta make changes yourself as a hunter, so we're gonna do this tonight and see if it pays off. Bunch of does up on the ridge, working their way towards me. Here comes the doe parade. Got my bow in my hand, in case one of them wants to act up, but hopefully they just cruise on through. There's another deer up on the hill past these does. I can't tell what it is. It's a buck. It's a buck. I can't tell how big he is. It's him. It's him. It's gotta be him. It's gotta be him. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. I just shot him. I just killed him. I just killed him. He went down. I shot him at 8 yards, and he just went down.
Hello?
I just killed him, baby. 8 yards.
Holy stuff.
He's dead. He's a giant, too. He's an absolute giant.
Well, I'm leaving. I am getting in right now. I'm driving back.
Yup, he's dead. I know he's dead, man. Oh, he came in 8 yards on the trail, right where all his rubs are, and I just killed him. I just killed my target buck at 8 yards. He came in. I didn't get to film much because I had 8 does that I was filming right before that, right there. And then I saw him come. He came up, and he came downwind of those does. But the way my wind's blowing, it was quartering away from him. So he thought he had all the scent in front of him, but I shot him 8 yards right before he would have got my scent. Pulled back on him right behind this big tree and absolutely smoked him. I saw him go down. He's lying dead 60 yards behind the stand. So we're gonna pack up everything. Yes! That is why you bow hunt. I fish a ton, but if you've never shot a giant buck with a bow, you are missing out on the time of your freaking life. Yes! Yes! I just killed maybe the biggest deer of my freaking life, man. You like that? You like that? Yeah! Yes!
He's an absolute monster. Yeah, baby. Let's go get our hands on him. Yes, yes. He should be dead. Right up this ridge. There he is. There he is. Alright guys, well here he is, a giant 9-point, maybe my biggest deer to date. And me and Justin sat on the fence last night, saw this deer on the opposite ridge, and me and Graham came back here last season and hung a saddle set up on this ridge, just because right before the rut we've noticed the past couple of years these deer like to work this oak ridge and then go off into the agriculture. And I have never seen this many scrapes and rubs on this ridge over here where I shot him. That's why I'm usually on that other ridge is where I shoot most of my deer, but we took a risk tonight and came right into his bedroom, and man, it paid off big time. And I couldn't be more happy with this freaking beast. Especially after last season, I missed a lot of deer, and I took my time on this shot, put it right behind the shoulder. I'm almost positive it's a double lung shot. He only went about 50 yards, man. And I just couldn't be more blessed with, you know, the family I have behind me and the support system I have to do what I love. And what, just a beautiful night in the woods. It's picture perfect, just how you dream about it, man. They come in 8 yards, pre-rut, hitting scrapes, rubbing trees. You can see all this bark in his antlers. He was just getting ready for the rut and made the most ethical shot we could. And big shout out to Ozcut Broadheads for sponsoring me for this season. And man, they do the trick. Justin shot that doe at 40 yards the other day, went through both shoulders, and then I shot this big boy at 8 yards with those Ozcut Broadheads, and it put him down, you know, within 50 yards. So I appreciate y'all for tuning into my videos. I truly do this because I love it, and we'll see you next time, and hopefully we can punch that bonus tag this year. So we still got 2 more buck tags left, and the rut is just about to kick off. So we will see you in the next video, guys. Peace and love. And hopefully we shoot some more giants like this year. See ya.